Hey guys, have a big, huge box here from Orophil. I thought I'd share opening it with you and talk about some of the thread sets that we're going to be selling at the Whimsical Workshop. So let's get started. Yay! Alright, as you can see, this is a monster box. Let's see, does it tell me? 13 pounds of thread is in here. Aurifil thread is a thread company out of Italy, and I have been using it as our main thread here in the studio for probably 20 years. Back in 2020, they asked me to become an Orophilosopher, which means that I travel around the country and give groups and guilds and anyone who has a group of people lectures about how Aurifil thread is made, what the different weights are, how you can use them, and why I love the thread. So if you happen to have a guild or a group of ladies and want to have me come talk, it's an extensive talk, and we get goodie bags from Aurifil, and it's a very fun talk, and you learn a lot about the thread and how to know. We learn a lot about the thread, like how it's made and why I love this thread over some of the cheaper brands that are out there. But I did realize after doing, I think I've done 5 talks this year, it's already March, and I've got 3 or 4 more going this year. It's hard to find some of the special weights of threads. And they always ask me after the lecture, where do I get the 80 weight? Where can I get the 28 weight? So I have a retail website, thewhimsicalworkshop.com. I'll put it here on the screen. And I'm going to be carrying some of the really pretty thread sets so that if you want to get your hands into some of these, you can. So while I unbox this, I'm going to talk a little bit about what I use each weight for. I don't have samples pulled. This is really just an impromptu unboxing. But all of these are going to be going up on... Actually, I think all of these are already up on the website, so you are welcome to hop over there if one of these tickles your fancy. Aurifil thread sets, some of them are standard, and they have them all the time, and some of them are limited edition, and when they're gone, they're gone. So I will try to point out which are which in here, but again, I also don't really know. They may take a standard one and get rid of it as well. All right. So let me switch over here so I can see what I'm showing you. Here is our yummy box. There's my bill. See if I got everything in here. Yep, looks like it. Okie dokie. So if you're a thread junkie like me, this is thread porn. All right. Get all this out of the way. Look at the yummy colors. All right, we're gonna see here. I'm gonna just pull them out and stack them up here. Some of these are for an upcoming workshop I'm doing. I do workshops using the different Aurifil threads, and these are for classes that I'm doing. Actually, in April, I'm doing a fusible web applique class. With that class, you buy a little kit, and it comes with 4 different colors of Aurifil as we go over fusible web. So those we're not going to worry about because they were just black and white. So let's see, what do we got here? So this is what I ordered from Aurifil. We're going to go through them all, and I'm going to talk a little bit about them. So first I ordered these Calm collections, and I have to open one to share. Let's see, can I open it without destroying it? Yes, I can. Yay. Okay, so Calm collection is 80 weight thread in all the neutral colors. So you have a cream, and you have a coffee looking one, a white, a gray, and a gray. 80 weight thread is as fine as hair. It is the best thread to use for applique. It's English paper piecing, any kind of hand stitching that you're going to do and you want the threads to disappear, you want to use 80 weight. It's also great for embroidery. It's great for if you want to have really fine detail quilting. It does go through the machines just fine. But I ordered these little Calm sets because I thought this was a great starter set for 80 weight thread. So that's what that one is, and I got 5 of those. I should be checking these off as we go. You always want to check your inventory. So let me do that while we're in the video. You get a little sneak peek of my job on top of it. So there's the Calm. I ordered 5 of them and I got them. So that's those. Let's move these out of the way here. So these, like I said, I'm doing a workshop in, I think, New Mexico next month on fusible applique, where it is more of a techniques class, and you're going to go through and make just a little sun. It doesn't really matter what we're making, but I cover everything from how to trace your pieces to prepping them, different ways you can get your pieces cut. And then on top of that, we go over how to do the stitching, what's the best weight threads to do it. If you're new to fusible applique, I always use 50 weight. So each of the little kits that people get for the class comes with these 4 colors. So black, white, yellow, and gold. So I have to turn these guys into little kits for that class. So that's what all of these are. And these are, again, 50 weight, because if you're going to do blanket stitching and you're not practiced at fusible applique, then you want to use the 50 weight because it kind of hides your little imperfections, which we all have because we're not all born perfect. At least I wasn't. All right, and that one goes in one of these. So let's move those out of the... Oops. I'm a little disaster today. Maybe if I close the box, it would be better. So a lot of times I will do that. I'll order the colors I want and the weights I want and create my own little thread kit. You can check out some of those on our website as well. And then I also have the 50 weight in neutrals. So you get 1 box of big spools that look like this. That's a project I'm working on. You get a black, a white, a gray, and a cream, which is basically what I use to piece 99% of my quilts. All right, so then this one is 5 spools of 12 weight. So where this is 80 weight and it's super fine and thin, 12 weight is really chunky. And it is the same thickness as a piece of embroidery floss. So you can take multiple strands of 12 weight and do cross stitch and embroidery and all that other stuff. But this is an Anna Marie Horner. It's called Anna Marie for Orophil. It's Anna Marie Horner. She has cultivated this set. You get 5 small spools, and they're all their threads are 100% cotton. And these are 12 weight, and I love 12 weight. So let me open this up so you can see how thick that is. It is still it still goes through the top of your sewing machine. So I do a Aurifil class with the lecture. You can do it with or without the lecture, or the lecture as the class. And we go from 80 weight to 12 weight through this whole mandala that we stitch. And 12 weight is just luscious for thread painting, machine embroidery, hand embroidery, cross stitch, needlepoint. You can use it for anything that you like. Sashiko, which is embroidery, Japanese embroidery. You can do all kinds of things with 12 weight, but this was a nice little set of spring colors. If I can get them here. My hands need to be bigger for this job. Turn around. Turn around. There we go. So those are the pretty colors. I thought this was a nice pretty spring box, and it was a nice sampler set to kind of give you an idea of how it is to work with 12 weight without having to buy an entire set. So this one is now my sample, which becomes mine. Yeah, you would think I have all the colors in the world, but I'm still a total thread junkie and love to buy this stuff. All right, so those, and it's such a pretty box. Aurifil does a great job with their boxes. So there are those, and we got 3 of those. Let's mark those off over here. And then I did get that. I got that. I got that, and I got that. There it is. These are called Welcome Home. That's what this one is called. Then we have the English Paper Piecing Workshop. This one seems like it's already open, so we're going to do that. This is from Jenny Jackson, which I assume is her on the back, and it's all English paper piecing. So these are all 80 weight spools as well. So we have the neutral and 80 weight, and then these are colors. Yummy, yummy colors. Yeah, it was already open. So you get some neutrals in this one, and then you get these luscious, yummy bright colors. And they are just so much fun. These are also, I love, these come on these little wood spools, cherry spools. They're really, really quite nice. So we got 4 of those. So, so these must be, no, I guess I don't know. I ordered 40 weight ones too. All right, we're just gonna keep looking. I may not have my whole order here yet because there was a, thingamabob going on, and the one I ordered, like I said, sometimes just is out of stock, or they discontinued it, and they asked me if I wanted this other 40 weight one, and they said, oh, it's so much brighter, and I said, yes, I will take it. And you know what, it is not here yet, so they must be shipping that separate because it did not come. All right, so we have 2 assortments of 80 weight, because this is the thread that's the hardest to find. 80 weight's really challenging. Not a lot of people carry it, but yet once you use this, it is so strong, but yet so thin, and it just melts. So if you do wool applique, cotton applique, decorative, like home decor applique, you applique on your clothes, this is the weight you'd like to use because it's strong, but disappears. So we've got those. Then we have this one. This is called Little Quaker ABC. This is from Susan Arch. And these are embroidery flosses, which I absolutely love their embroidery floss. Once you start using Aurifil embroidery floss, it's really hard to use DMC. So let's pop one of these guys open carefully. It's like I don't want to munch the box, but I want to get in here. All right, there we go. And these are for my more primitive, neutral looking ladies. This is 6-strand embroidery floss there. So it's just like a DMC, except instead of like 6 yards, you get 18 yards. You get almost 3 times as much on here. And it's all on this little spool, so you don't have to put them on winding cards. So I have really turned into an Orophil Orifloss girl. I'll be doing some blog posts about Orifloss. I have one coming up in June, and the plan is to make it all about all the different things you can do with embroidery floss. So stay tuned, sign up for our email newsletter at thewhimsicalworkshop.com, and you'll be notified when we're doing stuff like that. And then the last one that I got is Kogan Essentials. These are, again, 12 weight. I picked weights that were hard to find. 12 weight's hard to find, 80 weight is hard to find. And floss is actually hard to find. So we've got 2 80 weights. We're gonna have 2 12 weights once I crack this puppy open. And I do have a 40 weight coming. They must have shipped it separate. So there's that. So this one slides. Now, Kogan Essentials. That's what this one is called. It's from Shannon and Jason. They've written books on sashiko, which is Japanese embroidery, and they've just written a book on Kogan, which is more like, it's Japanese embroidery as well, but it's more on an even weave cloth or Aida cloth. So it's on like our cross stitch material. It's beautiful. You can see here, right here on the cover, that's I just got a book on how to do little buttons out of it. I'm really interested in these Doodle says hi. In these Japanese embroidery techniques. And so they came up with their own luscious set. Okay, and in here, these are embroidery flosses. So you get 5 embroidery flosses, and then you get 5 of the, I should know these by heart, 12 weights. So you get 5 12 weights and 5 embroidery flosses. 12 weight is the equivalent of 1 strand of these, and then these are 6 strand and flosses. But I loved those colors. They're so yummy. So we got a couple of those as well. So those were the little sets we ordered. I know I'm not telling you prices because I don't know them off the top of my head, and they all vary. They are a little bit more expensive thread, but at the same time, we all go out and buy real expensive sewing machines. So why would you put cheap thread in an expensive sewing machine? That's like putting cheap oil in a Maserati car. You want to, if you're going to have a high quality machine, you need a thread that doesn't have a lot of lint, that's strong, that doesn't break. And it won't wear your machine as much. So, all right, so we got all 3 of those. Then we got the coup de grace, I would say. These all look the same. These are the Aurifil, what do they call these? best selection from Aurifil. And so I'm going to open these here, but we're not going to open the threads inside. I bought all of these myself to really get a good assortment of each weight of thread, especially since I got into thread painting and embroidery, and I'm like, okay, well, I'd like to be able to have at least some colors to pick from, and I didn't want to buy them one at a time, so I got these boxes. And so this is the Aurifil box. This one I think is going to be 12 weight. It's a fabric box with embossed there. And then, you ready? You ready? Oh, look at that. Look how pretty those are. And yes, these are all the 12 weights. So what they did is they picked 45 12 weight threads, and they picked just a lovely combination of blues and greens and yellows and neutrals, and they come in this beautiful, beautiful fabric case. Let me hold it up here so you get a better look. They do have on their website what SKUs come in all of these. So, and I think they're on our website as well. We list the SKUs that are in it so that you're able to check and see how many of these do I own, or are these all new colors. So there's the 12 weight box. Now this one is, I'm going to say this one, I'm trying to guess from their UTC codes on the bottom. This one I think is floss. Yes, so there it is. 45 embroidery flosses. So if you really want to jump into using these for your cross-stitch embroidery, gosh, anything you want to use it for, you can use them for. But if you want, this is why I bought this, because I had 0 and I wanted to have a nice assortment to pick from. Not to say I haven't added to this assortment, like, you know, you can get the little Quakers. You can see here, these are all different colors from these. Maybe one of them is the same, maybe this one, but for the most part, they are not. Nope, that doesn't look like that one. Nope, they're not the same. Maybe it's this one. 2215. Yeah, so that one's the same, but the rest of these are not in here, and I like that. I like that when Aurifil does these little thread sets, they don't pull from this mostly. I mean, they may do a filler like we saw, but they keep their sets, kind of try to keep them unique. So this is the beautiful Aurifil 45 spools of embroidery floss. And then the last one that I got that I thought I would also carry for you guys is ready? Let's do the reveal. These are the 28 weight. Now, I don't have any 28 weight thread sets, little. This is the only way I have it, but this is my all-time absolute favorite thread to do machine embroidery, to do some hand embroidery, to do edging on my applique, because I'm very good at it. So now I moved to a thicker thread. You can do the primitive hand quilting that's coming back again around. So 28 and 12 weight are really, really showstopper threads. This is what you use when you want the threads to really be front and center. And again, you get 45 colors of this. So we have those 3 sets that we're carrying. We have these. We have the 12 weight in 2 sets. We have the 80 weight in 2 sets. And like I said, I know there's a 40 weight coming. It's very, very pretty, but it must have come in a different shipment. So there's my unboxing of the Aurifil. Did you enjoy this kind of a video? Do you want to see when we get new products in and what we're carrying? Do you want to know more about Aurifil threads? I can certainly do some videos on how I use the different weights. And I think that's everything. So make sure you like and subscribe, hit the bell to be notified, make sure you leave me a comment, even if it's just to say hello. The YouTube algorithm loves comments and it pushes the video higher so more people will get to see it, which helps me immensely. So I want to thank you again for watching, and I'll see you next time.